Let me, friends, reflect. Such a great son of the soil, we admire him so much, architect of India's constitution. But it was a proud moment for me as a member of parliament in 1989 to 91, as a union minister, that Bharat Ratna was conferred to him during our regime. It was a matter of great satisfaction. But we all must reflect deeply why there was delay of so many decades. I leave it at that. Article 370 was the only article of Indian Constitution that was not drafted by the drafting committee. All other articles were drafted. And Dr. Ambedkar declined to draft it. I would urge you to go through his communication on the point and look at how this Article 370, a temporary article of the Constitution, played us, made the life of people of Jammu and Kashmir hellish. We are beholden to the wisdom of the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi and sagacious approach of the Honorable Union Home Minister Shri Amit Shah. That article is no longer in our Constitution. In a sense, it is a tribute to Dr. Ambedkar that what he did not approve, that has been honored by the Indian Parliament with the vision of the Prime Minister, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel ji, that he played a critical role in integration of princely states. Sardar played a very critical role. 3 options were available to the princely states, but Sardar again was kept away from dealing with the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Sardar's success was 100%. History of this country would have been very different if Sardar had also been entrusted with the task of integration of the state of Jammu and Kashmir. The nation has paid a great price for it. Thankfully, we are back on the rails. When Constitution was evolved by the Constituent Assembly, the message is loud and clear. It is in the exclusive domain of Parliament. Parliament alone is architect of the Constitution, to the exclusion of any other agency, be it executive or judiciary. To put it in layman's language, Parliament can't script a judgment of the Supreme Court. And similarly, Supreme Court can't script law for us. That's our domain. Democracy is optimally nurtured when state organs like the executive, the judiciary and the legislature work in harmony, tandem and togetherness. There is well-defined constitutional domain for the executive and the judiciary and the legislature. It is constitutional mandate that all these organs of the state function in their respective domain. The arrogation of authority by one organ of the other was beyond contemplation of framers of the Constitution.